Actually, this is not scheduled. Okay, it's not listed in the syllabus, but I thought I'd just open up and see any questions you may have. Okay, so. Okay, because we have a few more. So anybody, any particular question right away? Any urgent questions you want to ask? All right. Meanwhile, we're going to have first tests. The Proctor test number 1 is scheduled, what is it? September 13 and 14. Okay, September 13 and 14. That's next week. Is it Saturday and Sunday? Looks like. Yeah, next Saturday and Sunday. So make sure schedule it as soon as possible. Okay, so that you can get your time. You can schedule the time you want. Okay, especially those people who have slow or bad internet connection. Make sure you get the better times, like during day rather than there's always a busy and very a lot of traffic evening time. So you need to avoid those times and try to take the test during daytime so that your internet will not suffer. All right. So we're working on module 3 based on the syllabus. So module 3 is about, actually we have new functions coming in, right? We have new functions, formulas, compared to modules 1 and 2. And some are pretty advanced, like what they call logical function, like if, VLOOKUP. And we also have round functions so that you can round numbers. Assuming you have so many decimal places, then you're going to round to the 1 decimal, 2 decimal, or integer, meaning no decimal places. So round function is there. Then we have others like a count a function, not just count function, count a function. And also count blank function. It is not in the textbook, but count blank function is also used a lot. Basically just counting number of blanks given, given range of cell reference. So those are some new functions introduced in this module 3. Again, this learning curve is just increased quite a bit, very sharply, starting from module 3. So make sure you're staying in and just ask me a lot of questions if you need one.
I have a question.
Sure.
Is the blank function different than the 0?
It is different. Okay, blank means there's no data entered. Okay, so it'll pick up those cells without any data in it.
So it's just counting the cells.
Right, counting cells. So if you have any zeros in it, it's not blank. Okay,
Gotcha.
zero is different from blank. Okay, so let me share my screen so that I can show some of those important stuff appear in module 3. Let me make sure I'm recording this. Yeah, I'm recording. sharing. Screen. There you go. Okay, looks good.
Yes.
All right. So the thing I'm trying to show you is module 3. Let me go to student view. Let me make sure this is what we have. Okay, this is fall 2025. Okay, there you go. There are a few more stuff that it appears in module 3, okay? Not only this from the textbook, I added a few more, like here, practice set for new function. So this is not assignment, but just for your practice and for your information. And here's our exercise. That's another one. You can practice exercise for VLOOKUP and if. So let's take a look at this one first. Again, that's from module 3 and practice set for new function. Okay, let me open up. Let me maximize it. Okay, there's a few worksheets. Here first, worksheets too big. So this is a good example that I have used in my face-to-face class, and trying to show you different cell reference. That's another main thing appeared in module 3, trying to distinguish between relative cell reference, absolute cell reference. So anytime you see just typical cell reference multiplying B2C2, right, without any other signs. But here, as you can see, absolute cell reference is added in terms of dollar sign. So the H1, this percentage, will be fixed. Okay, so that's the intention of this absolute cell reference. Anytime you want to fix a particular cell so that it doesn't change to H2, H3, H4, as you copy to other cell, then that's how you're going to do it, adding dollar sign to H and between H and 1. Okay. And I'm just showing you the calculation steps. But so that's the main thing of absolute cell reference, adding dollar sign so that H1 fixed all the time. Okay, so that's what happens here. Let me show you formula view. As you can see in this column F, trying to find the tax. So H1 must be fixed because that's a 5%, which is located in H1. But if you don't have dollar sign, it'll change to H2, H3, H4, and so forth. So 5% will not be multiplied at all. So you're going to get some error. So that's the purpose of having this dollar sign to H1. So that's what I mean by using absolute cell reference. Okay, so that I think describe at least a few pages in chapter if you look at.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So when you put H and this reference 5% and H1, do you have to put that same number in all H's for it to remain the same, or just that one?
So let me show you.
Cell.
Let me delete this. So that's why you're going to enter, right? So you're going to add E2, which is the price, then E2 times H2, that's you're going to get the whatever the text. And then what you're going to do is just autofill or flash fill. You don't have to type all the way, right? The H1 stays all the way. However, if you what happens if you don't have dollar sign? Okay, let me delete that. Right, I delete it. Then that's the results. Then let me autofill. Is this correct at all? Look at the numbers. So it doesn't make sense, right? That's 12, 12. It doesn't add. It stays same, right? If you look at those two numbers compared. And it doesn't produce an error in this example, but at least the answer is not correct. Because H1 becomes H2, H3, H4, and so forth. Where H2 is blank, H3 is blank, all the way blank, right? So this is not correct. So that's why you need to use dollar sign so that this H1 is fixed when you copy to all other cells. Then you're gonna get the correct answer. All right, any questions? So that's, I think, one of the most important thing in Excel, especially if you're a beginner, then you need to understand when to use absolute cell reference, when to use not, and just leave it as Excel, because Excel will basically do the relative cell reference, trying to understand the pattern. Then it'll just execute by itself. However, you need to jump in where this absolute cell reference is needed, so that you can add a dollar sign. Okay, examples like this one. And then I have a mixed cell reference. Any questions? All right.
I have a question.
Sure.
When I get ready to submit this, I noticed on my last assignment you said no zip file.
Oh, yeah?
And I don't even know how I did a zip file.
Well, just submit your Excel file.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, it has to be a PDF?
No, Excel file, which is XLSX.
Okay.
Extension. So you may have a bunch of files, right? But you need to distinguish that kind of small. But see that Excel has an extension with XLSX.
Oh, okay.
That's the Excel file. Okay. And then you have DOCX file. That's the Word file. So make sure you are submitting Excel files. Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. All right. And this is example of mixed cell reference. So you can have dollar sign appear only in one place because D stands for column D. In this example, number 2 refers to row number 2. So you can make this column D fixed. If that's what you want, then you can do so. Then the row, which is number 2, will change to D3, D4, D5 as you copy to other cells. So that's the intention of this mixed cell reference. Let me show you. We don't have formula yet, so we can add it here. Equals B2 times and D2. And this should work right without any dollar sign, because we don't have to fix this, right? And for Jane, it's going to get commission of different from 5%, so which is good. So formula is good, but I'm just making up this because it will change vertically, right? As you can see vertically, and D stays same, column D same. However, row number changes because D2, D3, D4, D5, D6. So that's why you can make this D absolute cell reference, and you can autofill just like that. So as you can see, D stays, but only row number changes. 2 becomes 3, 3 becomes 4, 5, 6. So that's the purpose of using mixed cell reference. But in actual reality, people don't use mixed because it's kind of confusing. So I'm trying to mention what textbook was talking about. So that's another type of cell reference, which is mixed cell reference. And the other worksheet, which is a text-related function worksheets, introduce functions, but they are not appear in the textbook. Okay, so I think I mentioned a few times, Excel may contain like hundreds, if not thousands, of functions and options. So what we are doing with this textbook is only a fraction of it, maybe less than 10%. So we try to utilize it a little bit more. So that's why I'm introducing new functions, which is not appear from textbook. So one of them is, some of these functions are very useful, but very easy, and it's not like complex functions. So what we can do is with this, starting from the left function, as you can see, equals left. The other one is equals right. Third one is equals mid. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to extract number of characters from left for the first one. Okay, so here's the syntax. Equals left, then in the parentheses, you're going to select the cell containing the characters, followed by comma, then enter the number, how many characters you want to extract. I want to extract 3 characters from left. So that's what it means here. Okay, so what you're going to do is just enter that in the yellow shaded area, equals left from A4, how many characters? 3 characters. Then it returns ABC, right? You can autofill, right? So it extract exactly 3 letters from the left. Or you can do 4 if you want it, right? 4. And the last one, you can make it 5. 5 characters from left. Oops. Okay, there you go. So that's the formula. Okay, so that was the left function. What about right function? Same logic. Only difference is it's going to extract from the right side. Okay, so example is here, equals right. Then it's going to extract 4 characters from the right. So that's the answer, right? 7890. 3210, 6789, because that's 4 from the right side. I think I lost my formatting. I'll keep my format. Okay, there you go. Okay, so that was the right function. What about mid? So we'll have a situation that we want to extract in the middle, right from the middle. Not left, right, but in the middle. How are we going to do that? Here's the syntax for that. It's going to require one more variable, okay? So same as left and right. You need a cell. You need, this time, the second variable indicate where extraction starts, right? That's from the left. So it's going to count 5 from left. So in this example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number 1 will be the starting point. So that's the starting point. Then how many characters you want to extract from that point? 3, right? That's what it's saying. So it's going to extract 1, 2, 3 in this example, right? So we're going to just enter that into the cell. Well, I'm just not going to play with that. Okay. Then I'm going to autofill. So you need to understand how this 1, 2, 3 1, 2, 3 is produced. Same thing, 6, 5, 4, because again, from 5th position from left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the number 6, and it's going to extract 3 from that point, from left to right. So 6, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4. Same thing, 9, 8, 7. Right? Any questions so far? And here is the function for uppercase, lowercase. So some cases you might want to make it your, content or letters or uppercase. So that's how you're going to use it, upper. Okay. Other cases you want to make it all lower. So that's where we're going to use equals upper. Then just enter the cell. Then let's make it all uppercase. Same thing, if you want to make it all lowercase, then all you do is just equals lower. Right? So this can be pretty useful, if you have a data set is kind of mixed up, then you want to make it all uppercase, lowercase, depending on how you want to use it. And length, then when you want to count number of characters, that's when you use the len function, len. Okay, so here we go, equals len, then cell. So how many characters in A26? 13. What about A27? 11, A28, 13. So this also can be useful if you want to generate this number of, number of characters, assuming you have so many characters in each cell, right? Sometimes you could have, so many data set you can enter into a cell, then you can use this function. So upper function, lower function, and len function. The last function in this worksheet is concat. So I want to delete this guy. It's kind of confusing. Concat is short for concatenation, meaning that you're going to join or you're going to combine multiple cells into one. So how are we going to use that? Here's the syntax. Okay. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to combine first name, last name, even maybe address as well. So in the full name, okay, full name column, we're going to make it first name, last name combined like that. John Smith. Same thing here. Jane Doe is separated, but we're going to combine it into one cell. So this is how you're going to do it. You're going to use the concat. Then you indicate which one first. Then here comes a little, kind of tricky thing. You need to have a double quotes. But within double quotes, you have a blank. Not like this. So you don't have any blank, right? but you need to give a blank so that first name is separate from last name. If you have it just like that, then your name, oops. Let me give you an example. Here, yeah. Here's the example. So if you don't have any space between double quotes, that's what you're gonna get, right? John Smith without space between. Okay. So you need to give a space between these double quotes, like that, right? Then we can apply this. So keep messing up. We can autofill this to make it same format, right? Jane Doe and Mark Brown with can-cat function. But there's another function do the same thing, but this can be a little bit complex. So I think we're gonna skip that part. So we wanna just stick with only can-cat. Okay. So any question about can-cat function? Or anything else in these worksheets? You good?
Name of this worksheet here. Did we get this one?
What was that? Yes, it's in the
Yes.
in the module 3.
Practice set?
Right.
Okay.
This is the one. Practice set for new function. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
You don't have to submit, okay? Just for the practice.
What projects on here do we have to submit? The project one and then the two problems in the back of the chapter, right?
Right. Project 1 and assignment number 3.
Okay.
Yes. All right. I have VLOOKUP function at the bottom. That's another kind of practice stuff. But I think I want to do this next time. Okay. So anybody, any questions today?
Hi, Dr. Park. I have a quick question, and I'm sorry if you've answered it already. Project 1, problem numbers 12 through 15, they have a one line in them on my assignment. Do we do those or do we skip them?
Right, there's cross out, so you can skip that.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. If you want to try, that's fine, but you know, you don't have to do those steps.
Okay.
Yep. Any other questions? Any question about the
I have a
assignment?
question.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, this video you're going to send to us so we can review it again, right?
Right, I'm posting it under announcement section.
Okay.
So now announcement section, you have all the recording, you have all those important information, including video tutorials.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. So every assignment, you have a video tutorial. So make sure check those tutorials so that you can kind of follow if you want it. Because I understand that starting from module 3, just things are more difficult because the way they present and the way they explain all those different columns, and it's kind of a lot, so it's not easy to understand right away. So that's why I'm trying to help you out. Okay, so send me your Excel file if you need help or if you have any questions. Okay. Okay. Anybody else? No questions? Again, we're going to have the first tests. That's next week, Saturday and Sunday, right? So you need to get your ProctorU account open if you didn't. If you have your account, make sure you schedule the tests. Then we're going to go over, we're going to have the review for the test next time. So you'll get good idea what kind of questions you're going to expect. Now I'm going to post some sample questions as well this week. I mean, in today's Wednesday, so hopefully by tomorrow I'm going to post those sample questions.
I do have a question. This is Sharika.
Yes.
How many total proctored tests do we have for this class?
3.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and one is going to be kind of no open book, correct?
It's not open book.
Well, you can use your notes.
No.
Okay. So if it's not proctored, then what is it?
It is proctor.
So one of the tests is not proctored, correct?
Oh, the last one, very last one, which is the final. Okay.
That's what I was referring to.
About what?
No worries. I caught it the first time.
Okay. So we're going to have a 3 proctored exam. The very last one, which is the final, there's no proctoring. So I'm going to just give you a test, then you're going to take it and submit the file.
I was also reviewing the certification. I was just trying to get some additional information. I was reading over it a little bit earlier before our call started, and I couldn't find the correct one. So I'll shoot you an email. There was a code. I couldn't find the correct test. I put in the code, but I still couldn't find it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering if
are you planning to take it?
Listen, I'm meditating on it. I probably could utilize that grade, but I don't know. I don't know.
All right. just let me know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that one proctored also?
Yes, it is proctored.
Okay.
Because that's, going through this agency, which is certified by Microsoft and all that. So.
Okay. So you sit in front of the computer. It's just like our other proctored exams.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Will there be any extra credit?
For?
I mean, besides this test in this class?
Yeah, I mean, here and there, you're going to have some, extra stuff. Like an extra project, maybe just at the end.
I'm going to cross my fingers on that and hope you give it to us.
All right. So, well, I encourage you to use me a lot. I have quite a few students. Just send me an email every day asking questions, and it's pretty tough, but it's going to work. So that I can help you out.
Okay. And what do we need? We need at least a 70, correct?
For the certification?
No, for this class.
Oh, 70%, right.
Let me put that on my prayer board. This is my second time. I'm just going to be transparent. This is my second time taking this class, and I absolutely dread this class. And it's
Well,
not you. I'm just not an Excel guru at all. This is my second time, and I need this class. So I'm super nervous. I'm gonna be nervous from this until December because this is my last class that I needed to graduate. So I'm nervous. I'm overly nervous. I'm not an Excel guru. I'm just
I
being
understand.
transparent.
Yeah. Well,
Whew.
hopefully
That's
you're
all I
not.
can say.
Hopefully you're not scaring other people.
Well, I mean, I'm just being transparent.
Okay.
Cynthia, I'm gonna send you an email. I think me and you in the same boat. We're gonna make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, enough
So
on that. I'm sorry if I scared anyone.
so are you on online program, right?
I am. Yeah,
Okay.
I am.
All right.
Okay.
So don't worry too much. Just keep it up, and I think as long as you submit all the assignment, take the tests, and from my experience, almost none failed. As long as you submit all the assignment, taking all the tests. So
Okay.
hopefully.
Okay.
Assuming you did some work, right? If you make it blank, it's not going to work. But you need to submit all those correct assignments. So
Understood. Okay. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Sharika, you and Cynthia got it. Just take it one day at a time. You guys got it. I promise.
That's right.
Thank you, Aria, for that confidence. I appreciate that. I need it.
Yes, girl.
Yes,
Yes,
thank
girl. You
you.
got it. And if you either one of you guys need anything, I'm not the best, but I've grown up using Excel a lot, so it is a little more helpful when it comes to this class. So
Okay.
in the event that you guys may need a quick answer to something, you can always reach out to me as well.
I appreciate that
thank
so
you.
much.
Of course, you guys. Anytime.
Thank you for that. All right, so that's pretty encouraging. So trying to help you out each other. So. Any other comments?
For the certification, do we actually get like a certificate that we can like print out? Or
Yes, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Print out as well as electronic from Microsoft.
Okay, perfect.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm going to stop right here.